Ryan, today marks the start of the EFL's Week of Action. Just tell us a little bit about it if you can.
So the EFL's Week of Action is an initiative by the EFL and the EFL Trust, where we sort of shift the focus from the football and we look at the good stuff that clubs do within their community. It's a chance to sort of take a step back, highlight some of the unique and innovative programmes that go on and showcase to everybody really the impact that clubs have away from fixtures, first team duties and the good work that they do out there with their communities.
The Community Trust recently seen massive growth, hasn't it? We saw the stats in the chairman's Christmas statement, things that are going on in the Community Trust. Can you just tell us a bit about how much it has grown over recent weeks and months?
Yeah, I think really from post-pandemic, coming out to lockdown, we sort of refocused what the Community Trust was about, what it needed to do, and we've moved away from being a community trust that just goes into school and gives out free tickets to one that's sort of really having an impact across our communities. We've seen huge growth, so I think in that year post-pandemic we doubled our turnover to about 450k, and we've now moved on to sort of looking next. So the last year just got about 600-700k, but that growth it's all been reinvested back into communities. It's all been reinvested back into community programs. So I think staffing has seen the biggest increase. We now employ 20 members of staff full time, and that's not just football coaches or apprentices. That's teachers, health workers, mental health professionals who are going out there and doing the good work in our name really. I think you also look at the money that we've invested in our facilities at the Crown Oil Arena. So Carlsberg Lounge was refurbished into our spot and is now a bright, vibrant community hub that's used all throughout the week, evenings and weekends, even when it's not a match day, and through to now what we're doing with some other spaces around the ground and turning them into areas where the community can get a wider benefit.
How important are community trusts to football clubs and specifically to Rochdale Football Club and the community of Rochdale?
Yeah, I think a lot of this Week of Action, you'll see the report that's come out from the EFL and the hundreds of millions of pounds worth of benefit that football clubs give to their local communities. So it can't be underestimated. It's not just about what goes on there at 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. I think in Rochdale as well, I think it's even more prevalent. If you look at the work that we're doing in the community, we can have very little impact on what goes on within the first team. I think that's quite obvious, but a vibrant community trust and the club working well with its community, it can only benefit other things. The match day experience for fans, engaging new people. When it comes to things like commercial opportunities, and I know that we're speaking to the chairman around a community hub training ground facility. The work that the club does in the community opens those doors and sort of helps us along that path. So yeah, it's crucially important for this club to to sustain and grow going forward, that it has a vibrant community trust delivering programs that are needed by its people.
What kind of plans have the community trust got for the future, both short, medium and long term?
So yeah, as we move forward, I think there's an element of consolidation firstly. So we've just published our 2022-2025 strategy. So it's growing on that work that we've done post-lockdown and making sure that our education and employability programs, health and inclusion work, and even the stuff that we're doing in sport and with our teams, making sure that those programs have a chance to sort of really bed in and grow some roots and a sort of at a place where they're sustainable and ready to grow. But then beyond that, then I think it's laying the pathway for the future. We've sort of said that we want to be unbeatable at home and winning away. So we want the great work that we're doing at the Crown Oil Arena to be replicated across the borough. We want to become a fully borough-wide community organisation, take what we do out into Haywood, Middleton, the Pennines, and sort of grow our offer out into those areas. So to do that, we've got to look at growth. So we've got to look at our facility strategy, and we've got some, the training ground hub, community hub would be a massive shot in the arm for that, you know, sustainability piece. But we've also got other things going on, so we're looking at partnerships with, you know, with your trust around what facilities we use. We've got a football foundation project, the play zones, where we're looking at developing a facility in each of those boroughs that we can deliver, you know, recreational sport and our community programs from. So yeah, it's very much short term. It's about consolidating what we do, make sure that it's you know, that we're strong at home and our core offers right, and then sort of lay the paving stones and the pathway to future growth.